He was watching the sleeping girl, when suddenly a group of police officers burst through the door. They tackled him to the ground. Soon the police found a large stash of contraband and weapons in his home, which meant he was facing serious criminal charges. But he didn't panic at all. He was waiting for his father to pull some strings and get him out. But to protect the family's reputation, his father told him to plead guilty, saying he'd try to get the sentence reduced to 4 years. The sudden betrayal was hard to accept, but under his father's persuasion, he agreed to take the deal. In court, he calmly admitted to the charges, but the judge believed he had the weapons to protect his illegal stash. In the end, he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. That's when he realized he and his father had both been played by the prosecutor. 7 months into his sentence, a guard suddenly took him to the infirmary. Waiting for him inside was the same prosecutor who tricked him, and a woman. She said she was a special agent. She had learned that he'd made friendly connections with major gangs in prison, and even started running a side business behind bars. They were impressed by his ability to get along with everyone, and how a few words from him could naturally make people follow his lead, just like the agent was doing now. They wanted to make a deal, transfer him to another prison, and have him get close to a serial killer to find the location of a missing body. They suspected the killer had murdered 14 women, but so far only one victim had been found. They needed the rest of the bodies to lock in a conviction, but the killer was held in a psychiatric prison, basically hell on earth. He refused the offer outright, so the agent added this: if he found the body, they would wipe out the remaining 9 years and 3 months of his sentence. Still, he didn't agree. Then she told him the killer was filing an appeal, and if he won, he'd be released, which meant more people would die. But he said that had nothing to do with him. The agent urged him to think it over, and handed him the killer's file. Back in his cell, he couldn't resist opening it, and what he found inside left him absolutely stunned.